Hello, my name is Race Kinzer, and today I will be going over my how-to lesson plan template for my final. Um, so as you guys know, my name is Race Kinzer, and today I'll be teaching a first grade class. And my goal with this class is going to be increase their knowledge about place values. So my content objective is going to be having my students in my classroom be able to distinguish between the one place and the 10th place. So the materials I'm going to use are going to be a couple different things. They'll be using blocks, they'll be using paper. I'll have worksheets for the students also. So, for example, students that master the concept early, I will be having them do a worksheet or help their students beside them. Anyways, we'll get to that later on in the lesson plan. So the procedures I'm going to follow is that we are going to introduce place values and go over how each number represents a value, and I'm going to teach them to go over that value. I'll go over personal examples, different things for the classroom and their understanding. I will also hand out blocks for the students to use and a sheet guide for the students also to use. This will be going over as a class together, and then I will have each student break up individually to do their own part of their learning that I'll be walking around the class and answering questions. So I could even do a quick example on the Word doc. I would go insert, we can go shapes, square, we can go right here. We can do this, insert, shapes, square. And we can move these over. And I can have this square be a different color. So this could be a tens, and this could be on ones. So I could ask the class, since this is 110, how many of these would make up one of the tens? So there's different things that I can do for the classroom. Examples like this, I can do a worksheet, a video, however I feel that my students learn best is how I would do it. I would also do it in different ways so that students aren't just learning one way. So for my students who have mastered the concepts a little bit earlier than the rest of the students, I have a couple things that I can work out for them. I have a couple of worksheets that I could use, and here is an example of one of them. So I would either have these students use this worksheet or help their other students. But this is one of the ones I have. They could go through this and they can also practice on their own skills and enhance their own skills. But till they finish this, I'll allow them to help their neighbor and allow them to teach and encourage the student beside them. For my students with a little bit of a learning disability, they may need more help. So I will number the blocks and allow them to understand, and I'll represent the 10 block with the number 10. An example of this would be just like this. Instead of them having beside that, I could also write the number inside of the block to cut them out and write them inside the block. That way they see what it represents. So 1 and 1 makes 2, 2 and 2 make 4, so on and so forth. With my students with ADHD, I would change it up and maybe give them a different kind of work, a little bit extra. So I would have them cut out colors of different blocks. So I could have them print out this and then have them cut out these to represent number blocks for the students. I would have them just cut them out, and then they could go about that, and learn the way they wanted to and allow themselves to learn, but not get distracted because they have time to cut and all that. For my students who would be visually impaired, they would need like physical blocks to count, represent, and for them to know that maybe different textures. I found this on eBay. It's on eBay, so I could order this. I know there's different things that I could order for the students. But this would be a great example of what I could do to help those students that are visually impaired, and I could even maybe get some texture on them. That way they know the difference, or the braille on the blocks themselves. So this has been my lesson plan. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.